Go.
Okay, so this is the book, Garfield Fat Cat 3-pack. So Dean actually got this book from one of our neighbors. So this is a fun idea for you guys as well. We have a neighbor whose her kids are now in high school and college, but she kept all of their old books. And so she let Dean come over and check them out, sort of like you check them out from the library. So that might be something you guys can do, whether you ask one of your older family members or a friend or neighbor. Just ask your parents if there's someone that you could maybe loan a book from, since we don't have the library. I know you guys do have the choice of renting from the library, but this is just another fun way you can get some books that are new to you. Okay, so we're going to read about Garfield. Dean, you can zoom in as needed. Okay, so here we go. Well, look who it is, who's on the television set. Garfield is such a clown. Ha ha ha. Wah ha ha ha. Wait a minute. Something just occurred to me. Did he get into the television? Look at all those people, all going to work to process food, produce electricity, manufacture kitty litter, and so on. All just for me. I'd thank them individually, but they know who they are. Splat, walk. That's for not being a cat. What's Garfield's dog's name?
Odie.
Odie. Okay, so these are all different comic strips. It's not one big story. It's lots of short little stories. So we'll go on to the next one here. I guess I shouldn't have clobbered Odie for not being a cat. Here we are now. If everyone had a choice, we'd all be cats. So I can't blame him for not being a cat. And now he gives up and he says, this is for being a dog. He's silly. All right, we're moving on to a new one here. What's his name, their owner?
John.
John. So John here is trying to open a can of soup. Gulp, plop. How's your cat food, Garfield? I could say more for the presentation. That's true. It doesn't come out of that can very nice looking. Oh, look, it's one of those things you pull for service. Pull, yank. Bring me a Danish and a cup of coffee. What was he pulling on? Odie's tongue?
Yeah.
Silly. What's Garfield doing here? Oh, eating, of course. He does love to eat, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Kind of like someone I know. Stop playing with your food, Garfield. I'm not. I dried out while my face was in it. Silly, got his head stuck in his bowl. Okay, what's this one? It looks like John's doing some laundry. Click. Gasp! Oh no! Garfield's in the washer. Splat. Hello, Mom. The washing machine just spit out my jockey shorts. That's one thing I'd never admit to my mother. Oh, goodness. Here you go, Garfield. Take a big bite. Oh, no. It looks like he ate off his hand, doesn't it? Just kidding. That's a good trick you could play on someone. What's happening here? He's waiting outside the door. Yo, Garfield, what you doing? Slam. Oh, he smashed him in the door. Casting a critical eye on a career as a doorstop. Silly. Sitting atop this door, I see all and know all. Now, where's that fat cat of mine? Don't take my name in vain. And he smacked him over the head. This is pretty silly, Dean. Oh, here he is, back on top of the door. Perching high on a door gives vent to the cat's philosophical bent. Observing life from my omniscient point of view allows one to witness fascinating human rituals. Like John cleaning his ear. Squeak, squeak. Silly. I wish I knew how to get off of this door. Sometimes it would be nice to have all the decisions made for you. And sometimes not. Did John slam the door and made him fall down? Yes, plop, right on his head. Where did you come from, Garfield? Rumor has it the stork brought me. Silly. How are we doing on time? Okay. All right, what's Garfield doing here? He looks unamused, and Odie here is always super happy. Does he ever keep his tongue in his mouth, Dean?
No.
Uh-oh, he's shaking off. John does not look amused, and neither does Garfield, because now they're both shaking off. Oh, look, now John's shaking off. They didn't call me the Shimmy King for nothing. That's so silly. That's kind of the cool thing about comic books, is that you can just look at the pictures to tell the story and kind of fill in the blanks for yourself. Are you keeping the camera still, Dean?
I'm zooming in.
Oh, no. Try to keep it still so that people can see it well. I hate Mondays. I can't shake this awful feeling that something dreadful is going to happen to me. I'm saved. It's nice to see a friendly face. You're going to the vet, Garfield. Arrgh. You don't look happy, Garfield. Happy about going to the clinic? Put yourself in my shoes. You get to flirt with the lady at the vet while I get the business end of her thermometer. Oh, goodness. Did you know I'm a medical... Do you know I'm a medical curiosity, Doc? She says, I'm not surprised. I'm missing a major organ. Your brain? My heart. You've stolen it away. I hate to see a doctor cry. That was a pretty cheesy line, wasn't it, Dean?
Yeah.
I'd like to make another appointment, Liz. Sure. When? How about Friday night for dinner? No! Subtle but firm. Oh, she put the stethoscope up to his ears so that he got the message loud and clear. Your cat is in good health, Mr. Arbuncle. Dandy, now let's talk about us. Let's do. Really? You owe me $40. I just adore love, Patter. All right, we're on. Is this a new one? Hi, Odie. Oh, he's always happy. If that dog's brain were a car, it would be jammed in neutral. Okay. Oh no, we're out of coffee. This is your fault, you guzzler. You didn't buy any. Look at us, Garfield. We're getting irritable and shaky. We need coffee. Sniff. That's coffee. Oh, they're following their noses. Eek! Look! Hubert, peeping Toms. Don't flatter yourself, Reba. Now go hide the silver. They must have gone to their neighbor's house. It's time you earn your keep around here, Garfield. There's a mouse hole and there's some cheese. You know what to do. I certainly do. What'd you do?
He ate the cheese.
Here's the scenario, Cat. Crouches by the cheese, waiting for the mouse to exit the hole. To retrieve same. Cat catches mouse. Fade out. The end. Heck with it. I prefer stories with a happy ending. He just threw the cheese inside. Why should I have to catch an innocent little mouse? I have nothing against him. In fact, he's kind of lovable. If you don't catch that mouse, I'm putting you out in the cold. The furry twerp dies. This is demeaning. I have a noble heritage. I am a unique, vital individual. And all I'm concerned as around here is a mousetrap. I must speak to my kitty litter changer about that. I don't want to catch this mouse. He's cute. I've even nicknamed him. Oh, stretch. Oh my gosh, look how big it is now. Live and let I say. Oh, live and let live, I say. He's going to let the cat live. Or the mouse live. Okay. I'm just a rumbling kind of rambling. Uh-oh.
Fell.
He fell into the pothole. Oh no, I've heard terrible things about city sewers. They say the pet alligators that are flushed into the sewers grow to be huge proportions. But this is ridiculous. Oh no, don't make me do it. Anything but that. Turn back, turn back. Sometimes a cat's just gotta climb. Here, I'm stuck up in a tree. Things couldn't be worse. And then it starts raining. Okay, now things couldn't be worse. Boom! Lightning. I may be stranded up in a tree, but at least I'm on a sturdy limb. There comes a bird, and it's gonna break. And he says, the story of my life. Hey, Fatso, what does a bird like you eat? That's not very nice. Cats. Uh-oh. Chirp, chirp. This isn't safe. Shoo, shoo, somebody might get hurt. So he jumps off and tong, there goes Garfield. Way down, all I have to do is to dive into that bird bath. And the birds are rating him 7 and 6.5.
That would have hurt though.
Yeah, I think so. What are we doing? We'll do one more. Wah, wah. Wah, wah. Do you think he's crying or yawning? Oh, wachoo! He's sneezing. Auntie M, Auntie M. Yeah, I got you, my pretty, and your little dog too. I heard you guys learned about sneezing today in health, didn't you?
Yeah.
What are you supposed to do when you sneeze?
Put your arm over your arm over your nose.
Good. Do you think that Garfield did that?
No.
Don't do what Garfield does. Oh goodness, these words are very small. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. Wow, do you know what that story is?
Yeah, the Christmas.
The night before Christmas.
Yeah.
And he says, fill this one, Santa. Look at how big Garfield's stocking is. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. He says, now give me a vision of lasagna. Oh, what's lasagna?
Lasagna is Garfield's favorite food.
Yes, it is. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. This is my kind of story. What else does Garfield really like to do?
Sleep.
Yes.
He likes to eat and sleep, and that's all he does.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else.
When out of the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw open the sash. What's a sash? The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer.
Hey, Mommy, what is a sash?
Sash is just something that I think that you put over your, what did we say? Oh, threw open the sash, so it's like the curtain.
Okay.
With the little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. Or maybe Santa Claus. More rapid than eagles, his courses they came, and he whistled and shouted, and now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer, now Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner, and Blitzen. Garfield says, on Dopey, on Sneezy, on Happy. Those aren't reindeer. What are those?
What are those?
Dopey, Sneezy, Happy. The dwarfs. The 7.
Yeah.
Well, 3 of the 7 dwarfs.
I don't really watch them.
Yeah. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. Garfield says, can't they just walk anywhere? As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when we meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop, the courses they flew, with the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. Garfield says, tune in tomorrow, the good part's coming. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing in each little hoof. As I drew in my head was the turning around down the chimney. St. Nicholas came with a bound. Garfield says, oh no, a chimney monster. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with his ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. Garfield says, you didn't break any toys, did you? His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His drool with his mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as snow. Garfield says, he also has a well-rounded personality. The slump of the pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. He had broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. Garfield says, ho, 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 a few sit-ups would take care of that fella. Well, Garfield's one to talk, isn't he? He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. Garfield says, we must have lunch sometime.
Mom?
What?
When he tells them to do sit-ups, Garfield's already like fat.
That's what I said.
He
Garfield's one to talk.
He should do sit-ups.
Right. Well, it's not nice to say that to anyone. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled up the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. Garfield says, how did he do that? He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Garfield says, what a nice guy. What a nice story. Have a happy and loving holiday season. Are you looking forward to Christmas?
I think we all are.
Uh-huh. It's fun to have something to look forward to. Well, that's all I'm going to read for today. I hope you guys have a great weekend and hope that Dean gets to see you all real soon.